Have you ever wondered how God's promise of healing in Jeremiah 30:17 applies to your life? This scripture is more than just an ancient text. It's a timeless promise, relevant in today's world as it was in biblical times. It's a beacon of hope, a profound assurance that sparks curiosity. What secrets does this verse hold? How does it translate into our modern lives? The answers may surprise you. Stay tuned as we delve into the deep truth hidden in this verse. Jeremiah 30:17 states, "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord." This verse, concise yet profound, carries a wealth of meaning. Let's delve into its depths, breaking it down into two parts for a better understanding. The first part of this verse reads, "For I will restore health unto thee." Here, we encounter a promise from God. But it is not just any promise. It's a pledge of restoration, a commitment to bring back something that was lost. When we talk about health, it doesn't merely refer to physical well-being. In the biblical context, health often encompasses our entire being, our physical, emotional, and spiritual wellness. So when God promises to restore health, He is expressing His intention to mend all aspects of our lives that may be broken or in disarray. It's a divine promise that He will renew us, restore us, and bring us back to a state of wholeness. Moving on to the second part of the verse, "And I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord." This phrase goes beyond the promise of restoration. It's an assurance of healing. In life, we all carry wounds, some visible, some hidden deep within our hearts. These wounds could be the result of past mistakes, painful experiences, or deep-seated fears. However, God, in His infinite love and mercy, assures us that He will heal these wounds. He is not just a God who restores what was lost. He also heals, mends, and reconciles. In essence, Jeremiah 30:17 is a testament to God's unfailing promise to His people. It's a verse that speaks of restoration and healing, of God's unwavering commitment to bring us back to health and wholeness, and His assurance to heal our deepest wounds. So this verse reveals God's promise of healing and restoration. Let's focus on the first part. "For I will restore health unto thee." What an extraordinary statement this is. When we look at this promise from a biblical perspective, it's an assurance that resonates with hope and healing. In the original Hebrew, the word restore is translated from rapha, which carries meanings of healing, mending, and making whole. It's not merely about fixing what's broken, but about bringing something back to its original, perfect condition. It's about God's transformative power to renew and rejuvenate us. Now, why would God promise to restore our health? It's because He deeply cares about our well-being. He created us, after all, and He wants us to live the abundant life that He has planned for us. When we're in good health, we're better able to fulfill the purpose He has set for us. So this promise isn't just about physical health, but also about our spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being. This is a promise that transcends time and reaches out to us today in our modern world. It's a reminder that no matter the challenges we face, whether they be physical ailments, emotional wounds, or spiritual battles, God is committed to our healing. He's the ultimate physician, the restorer of our health. It's also a testament to His character. He's a God who keeps His promises. He's a God who heals. And this promise, this commitment to restore our health, is a reflection of His love for us. It's a love that is steadfast and unchanging. It's a love that heals and restores. The promise of restoration is a beacon of hope. It's a reminder that no matter how bleak things may seem, God is always working towards our restoration. He's always working towards our healing. And that's a promise we can hold on to. God, in His infinite love, promises to restore our health. Now, let's explore the second part. "And I will heal thee of thy wounds." The concept of healing in the Bible is a fascinating one, and it extends beyond what we might first think of, physical ailments. It's not just about the healing of the body, but also the healing of the mind and the spirit. When we delve into the scripture, we see that God's healing is holistic. It's about restoring wholeness to our entire being. The Bible is filled with stories of God healing His people. From the healing of the blind man in the book of John to the woman with the issue of blood in Luke. These stories are not just historical accounts, but they serve to illustrate a profound truth, that God is a healer. But His healing goes even deeper than physical ailments. God promises to heal our emotional wounds as well. The Bible tells us in Psalms that God is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. He's the ultimate comforter, the one who can soothe our deepest pains and mend our shattered hearts. Just as a physician would tend to a wound, cleaning it, dressing it, and ensuring it's properly cared for, God tends to our emotional wounds. He cleanses us of the hurt, dresses our wounds with His love, and ensures that we are cared for. He walks with us through the healing process, never leaving our side. In the book of Isaiah, it's written that by His stripes we are healed. This is a powerful statement about the extent of God's healing. It's not just a promise, it's a guarantee. By the sacrifice of Jesus, we are assured of healing both physically and emotionally. So when we read in Jeremiah, "And I will heal thee of thy wounds," it's not just a promise. It's a divine guarantee. It's an assurance that no matter what we're going through, no matter the depth of our pain, God is there, ready to heal us. God not only promises to restore our health, but also to heal our deepest wounds. How can we apply the promise of Jeremiah 30:17 in our lives? Such an intriguing question. Let's dive into it. At the heart of applying this scripture is embracing faith. Faith, in essence, is trusting in the unseen, believing in the promise of healing and restoration, even when our current circumstances may suggest otherwise. It's about acknowledging that our human understanding is limited and God's wisdom is infinite. Faith is the bold confidence that God, who has made this promise in Jeremiah 30:17, is faithful to fulfill it. The second element is prayer. Prayer is our direct line of communication with God. It's where we express our desires, our fears, our gratitude, and importantly, where we lay our hopes for healing and restoration. It's in this sacred space of prayer that we can pour out our hearts to Him, asking for the fulfillment of His promise in our lives. Remember, prayer is not about twisting God's arm to do our will, but aligning our will with His, fully trusting in His promise. Now let's talk about trust. Trusting in God's promise means letting go of our need to control and leaning into His sovereignty. It's about understanding that God's timing is impeccable and His ways are higher than ours. When we trust, we make room for God to work in our lives, to bring about healing and restoration in His perfect timing. In practical terms, how does this look like? It's waking up each day, reminding ourselves of His promise. It's praying, not just in moments of desperation, but also in moments of joy and gratitude. It's leaning on His promise when we feel weak, and it's sharing this promise with others, spreading hope and encouragement. How beautiful is it to know that we can hold on to a promise made thousands of years ago and find its relevance in our lives today. By holding on to this promise, we can experience divine healing and restoration. It's a promise that transcends time, a testament to the unfailing love and faithfulness of our God. By holding on to this promise, we can experience divine healing and restoration. In conclusion, Jeremiah 30:17 is a profound promise from our loving God. This verse, nestled within the pages of the Old Testament, is a testament to the divine compassion, mercy, and healing that God offers to all of us. Over the course of our journey through this verse, we've delved into the depths of the number 17, exploring its biblical significance. We've come to understand that it symbolizes overcoming the enemy and complete victory. We've also unpacked the promise of restoration that is so beautifully encapsulated in this verse. God doesn't just heal our physical wounds, He mends our spiritual brokenness too. He restores us, not to a previous state, but to a better one. His restoration is complete, thorough, and perfect. In the assurance of healing, we found hope. God's promise is not a mere wish or a hopeful thought. It's a guarantee. Just as Jeremiah prophesied about the physical restoration of Israel, God promises to mend our spiritual wounds and restore our health. This healing is not just for the body, but for the soul and spirit as well. So let's carry this promise in our hearts, knowing that God is our healer and restorer. His promises are true, and He is faithful to fulfill them. If you want more of this content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. May God be with you. God bless.